How to get clients for an event management company. That's what you're wondering, and that's the exact question I'm going to answer for you right now on this edition of the Inside BS Show. Hi there, my name is Dave Lorenzo. This is the Inside BS Sales Tip Show, and you're wondering how to get clients for an event management company, and you've come to the right place. I started my career way back when as a bellman in a hotel, and I went to culinary school. I learned how to be a chef. I served as a catering manager, a restaurant manager, everything from dishwasher all the way up in the event management industry. And today I'm going to help you answer the question, how to get clients in the event management industry. I've got 6 specific steps for you, 6 steps that will help you get clients in the event management services industry, in the event management industry for your event management company. I'm going to help you get clients for your event management business, and I'm going to give you the 6 steps to do that. I also have a 7th step at the end of our time together. You're not going to want to miss that because that's the secret that brings it all together. And I'm also going to share with you my system and process for attracting clients like a magnet. I'm giving you something for free right in the middle of the show, so you're going to want to stay with me and watch the video all the way to the end. All right, let's dive into the content. The first thing you need to do when it comes to how to attract clients for your event management company, the first thing you need to do is identify your ideal client. You want to focus on corporate, you want to focus on social. If you focus on social, do you want to focus on bar and bat mitzvahs? Do you want to focus on weddings? Do you want to focus on birthday celebrations, family reunions? All of these areas could be niche markets. Some people say niche, I say niche. They could all be niche markets that you can focus on. When you're running an event management company, you first have to identify your ideal client and then focus on that ideal client for marketing purposes. You can do everything. You can work with everyone, but you can't market to everyone. Why? When you market to everyone, you're really selling to no one. So you need to focus on one specific ideal client at a time with your marketing and craft your message so that it enters the conversation going on in that client's mind. So if you're looking to attract clients for your event marketing business, if you're looking to attract clients for your event marketing company, focus on your ideal client first. Decide who your ideal client is. What are the criteria for becoming a client for you? Well, it should be somebody that has a high transaction value, right? It costs you the same amount of time. It takes the same amount of effort to do a birthday party for 20 people as it does to do a corporate event for 200. You're going to have to do the same amount of investment of planning, the same amount of investment of face time with your client. Your focus should be on doing the best possible job for the best possible compensation. So focus on the client who is perfect for you, and once you've identified the client that's perfect for you, you're ready to move on to step number 2. So join me right now for step number 2 for how to get clients for your event management company. Now we're up to step 2 in this process, and step 2 is to go out and find those ideal clients in groups so that you can use leverage to connect with them en masse. Now, this is critically important because I know, because of your profession, you could easily focus on networking or on one-on-one marketing activities. That's not going to be as productive for you as going out and looking for groups of people who are your ideal clients. Now, you're thinking to yourself, okay, Dave, that's great. So use leverage, target these folks in groups, but how the hell am I going to find them? Here's the way that you can find these folks very easily. Go to your best client, the person who fits that ideal client profile, and say to him, Mr. Client, let me ask you a couple of questions. Where do you go? What do you read? Who else do you work with? What other service providers do you work with to help you be effective and efficient in your business, Mr. Client? When you ask your ideal client these questions, you're going to get clues for how to target these clients, these ideal clients, the people you want to work with, the exact folks who are perfect for you. When you ask these questions of your best client, they're going to give you a path to connecting with other people who are just like them. The reason you want to know all this is because you want to speak in those places. You want to write articles and get them published in those publications. You want to connect with people who sell things to your ideal client to do joint ventures. This is the research you need to do in order to target your ideal client en masse. If you're focused on attracting new clients, new prospects, if you're focused on getting leads one at a time, you're going to fail. You can't do that. I don't care what business, what industry you're in. Focusing on attracting prospects one at a time is a recipe for disaster. This is the way you start. That's step 2. Now it's time for you to join me for step 3. And now it's time to talk about step 3. Step 3 is to make a free offer to the audience that you've gotten in front of en masse. Now, you can make this free offer either in an article that you've written, or from the stage if you're speaking, or in an email if you're doing direct email solicitation, or even in direct mail in a direct mail letter. When you make this offer to your audience, you're basically saying to them, here's more of the information that I shared with you when we first met. If you'd like more information, you can get it from me now. And if you get the free offer from me, I will follow up with you. And that's the key. You need to make your free offer, your offer of free information, so compelling that people cannot resist. And anyone who's seen you give a speech, or watched one of your videos, or listened to you on a radio interview. In fact, I'm going to demonstrate that concept for you right now. I have a free offer for you for watching this. If you'd like my entire process outlined in a way that you can immediately implement in your business, go to revenueroadmapguide.com. revenueroadmapguide.com. You can find a link to that site down in the description, and then simply enter your name, your contact information, and you will receive my free offer. And that's a 27-page white paper. It's a fill-in-the-blank paper that you can use as a marketing plan to grow your business. This is the entire strategy that I'm sharing with you in this video. Step 3 is make a free offer to your audience. I'm demonstrating that to you right now. Go to revenueroadmapguide.com, opt in to receive the Revenue Roadmap Guide, and you'll be getting a free offer from me. And then you can create your own free offer, either just like that, or in an educational video that people opt in to receive, or a free consultation. This is such a critical step because people who get the free offer, they convert from people who are suspects, people you suspect would be good clients for you. They convert into prospects, people who you know would be good clients for you if they have the urgency to work with you. So step 3, make a free offer. Take me up on my free offer right now. I'm going to see you right now in step number 4. Before we bring people into the fold as clients, we want to make sure that they're going to be exactly like our best clients. And we must qualify them after they opt in to receive our free report and before we nurture them. So the qualifying step takes place before we even put these people into our system to follow up with them. We have to check in with them to see if they have the 4 things. What are those 4 things? Well, first we have to make sure that the person that we're dealing with is actually a decision maker. What does that mean? We have to make sure the person has the financial authority to sign a contract. The person has the ability to commit their business, to commit their organization, or to commit themselves or their families to working with us. The second thing we need to make sure of is the person that we're talking to has to have a problem that we can solve. If they don't have a problem we can solve, this whole thing is for naught. The whole thing is useless. The third thing we need to make sure of is that they have to have urgency. They have to be ready willing, and able to take action right now. And then the fourth thing, of course, they have to have the money. They have to be able to pay us. If they can't afford to pay us, then we'd be doing charity work. You work to make money to enable your lifestyle. You don't work to contribute to the betterment of people who should otherwise be paying you. So those four things are critically important. Now, oftentimes people will have three of the four. They'll be a decision maker, they'll have a problem we can solve, and they'll have the ability to make a decision. They just don't have the urgency to get going with us right now. And what do we do with those people? Well, if they don't have the urgency, we follow up with them forever. We nurture them. And that's the next step in the process. So join me as we walk through that door to go to the next step in our process, which is the nurturing step that comes after the qualifying step. And now we're up to step 5 in the process. And step 5 is very simple. You need to communicate with the people who've given you their information, and you need to communicate with them frequently. Now it's your turn to connect with them on a regular basis. Think about it this way. How often do you communicate with your best friend? How often do you communicate with the people who are most important to you in your life? If you communicated with them less often, would your relationship get stronger or would it get weaker? The reality is, frequency of communication builds trust. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to build a relationship, because your business, your practice, your company is going to be built on the foundation of relationships. Even in a setting where people say, oh, I do business in the business to business space. You're not doing business with a building. You're doing business with another person. And the essence of relationships is productive communication between the participants. And that's the nurturing process. Now, I want you to join me whether or not these folks are ready, willing, and able to help us grow our business to invest in our services. Join me right now. So now we're at the part of the process where it's time for you to invite people in and invite them to become a client. You've been nurturing them faithfully for weeks, week in and week out. You've given them the opportunity to really learn from you. You've educated them with some great new content. You've shared with them some testimonials, some stories of people who you've helped. You've done everything you can to demonstrate to them that you not only have credibility, but you can really help them, and they believe that you can help them. So now it's up to you to invite them in to do business with you, and you do this through what's called a gateway engagement. This is an offer to work with them in a non-threatening, low barrier to entry way. It's an offer that is really easy for them to comprehend. They see the return on investment. They see that it will solve an imminent problem they're facing. Let me give you a couple of examples. One of the ways that I offer a gateway offering to my clients is I do events on a regular basis. So you can come down to Miami and do an in-person event with me for one day, and it may cost you $550, $600. Once you come to that event and experience the power of the community that I've created, and you connect with me on a personal level, it's hard for you to not do business with me after that, because you see the return you're going to achieve. So for you in your business, you can do an in-person event. You can offer a service that is non-threatening, that people can invest a little bit of money in to understand your brilliance so that they can invest in bigger products or services down the road. This is a great way to get some initial exposure to you. And once people get that initial exposure, they want to come back over and over and over again. I highly recommend you engineer this into your process and you make offers of gateway services every 5 or 6 emails that go out to your weekly email newsletter list. Now, you can offer the same gateway engagement over and over again, or you can offer different offerings every 5 or 6 weeks. You can come up with 3 different offerings that you rotate. It's totally up to you. It's dependent upon who's on your list and what it takes to engage them. Now it's time for step number 7. This is the final step. This is the thing I told you was going to tie everything together. You don't want to miss this. Join me back inside as I share with you our final tip for today, the one thing you don't want to miss. Step 7 in how to get clients for an event management company. This is the step you've been waiting for. It's the big secret, the big reveal. Before we give that to you, click the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up if you like the content, and let me know what you want me to make my next video on. Tell me down in the comments. Okay, here's the big secret. Always think long term. That client that's using you for their event today wants to use you for the next 10 years. You just got to let them know that you're available, and you'll do kids' birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, quinceañeras, all kinds of events that are social. You'll also do corporate events. Let them know that you're with them for the long term. Keep following up. Keep nurturing even after this initial event is over. This is just the beginning. It's not the end. And for you and me, this is just the beginning. It's not the end. Watch the next video. You'll see it right next to me now. Get your revenue roadmap down in the description. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Click on it. Go ahead. Click. Go ahead. Click it.